Good day everyone, and especially to you mom. We are the group 6 and we are going to discuss to you about the material and economic self. The learning content. First, the material or economic self, then the material self, and last the positions and the economic self. Did you know there are many authors who give different views about material and economic self? One of that author is William James. So William James was an original thinker in and between the disciplines of physiology, psychology, and philosophy. The material self, according to him, pertains to the objects, place, or even place which have the label mind. Such positions are reviewed as extensions of individual's identity. So William James is an American psychologist and philosopher. He identified various components of the self, namely, first, its constituents, and then second, the self feelings, which pertains to the emotions of the constituents aroused, and lastly, self-preservations, which refers to the consequential actions prompted as a result. And in material self, a person is identified by the following. First, their definition of oneself, people they are acquainted with, and the accumulation of objects and achievements that the person gained. The material self consists of things that belongs to a person or entities that the person belongs to. Then there are things that make up the material self, the body, family, clothes, and money. So, material self does not only consist of the body, but it also includes the different things he possesses, like the family, friends, and physical things including clothes, house, cars, gadgets, and even the amount of money the person has. So the core of the material self is the body. So the physical body is the innermost part of the material self. So that means our body belongs to us. So we invest in our body to make sure that it is healthy, functioning well, and to make it look good. So the second to the body is clothes, were important to the material self. It is believed that the person's clothes were one way they express who they feel they wear, or clothes were a way to show status, thus contributing to forming and maintaining one's self-image. So clothing, the second layer of our material self, is our clothes. So a person's clothes are one of the ways to express ourselves. So the money and family are critical parts of the material self. So immediate family and house. Immediate family is the extension of ourself, or our family is the significant part of who we are, and they are the extension of ourselves. So we represent ourselves through the clothes we wear, the gadgets that we use, the friends that we have, the family that we belong to, and the things that we own and achieve.
Hello, I'm Ivan Gabatan. So, my topic is the extracorporeal self. According to Rosenberg, in 1979, has referred to the extracorporeal self as the extended self. The extracorporeal self is the extended self, which includes the people, places, and things that are psychologically part of who we are. So nagbabase po to sa tao, lugar, o mga bagay na dapat malaman kung ano ba talaga yung ano, kung unsa yung ano ba talaga tayo, or yung example, things, bakit siya out lang, like kung ano ba talaga tayo, kung ano ba talaga tayo, then, or for example, an individual may have a favorite book she likes to read. Why, for example, for example, For example, an individual may have a favorite book she likes to read. Then, yung tao ay meron siyang favorite book. Then, gusto niyang basahin to. Pero, bakit? Yun po ang nalaman ko sa extracorporeal self. The bodily self component of the material self requires little explanation. A person speaks of my arms or my legs. These entities are clearly an intimate part of who we are, but our sense of self is not limited to our bodies. It includes other people, pets, and possessions like car, places, and the products of our labor. So, yung bodily self pala guys is kung saan ba tayo galing, kung paano ba tayo ginawa, yung pets, paano sila naging nabuhay, or then yung car, places, or paano ba yan ginawa yung sasakyan, paano ba yan ginawa yung the other products. What is the economic self? The economic self or economic sufficiency therefore is a surplus or economic resource to meet physical needs, and conversely the parent who cannot meet physical need in a state of economic dependency, or to put in differently, is experiencing economic hardship. That's all. Thank you.
Good afternoon, President. I'm Kate Valerie Sombrero, the third year. The mental self. The philosophical usage of the term mentalism is originally considered to be a distract. The popular usage mentalistic consumer do rely on the physical mental position to manifest and provides an otherwise invisible personal characteristics, should as happens, status, and social components. The three important elements mentalism. First, the mentalism person plays a position under a position at the center of their lives. Dunn, 1980, described mentalism as a way of life in which a higher level of mental position function as a goal and service as a set of lines. The positive roles that position play in individuals' lives should as unfolding meaning and unfolding of the human life. Ang unang mentalistikong tao ay naglalagay ng pagmamayari at ang kanilang pagkuha sa sentro ng kanilang buhay. Inilarawan ng Dunn 1980 ng mentalistismo ay bilang isang paraan ng pagmumuhay kung saan ang mataas na antas ng pagkonsumo ng materya ay gumaganap bilang isang layunin at pagsisilbing hanay ng mga plano. Ang mga positibong papel na ginampanan ng pagmamahari sa buhay ng mga individual na tulad na pagbibigay ng kahulugan at pagbibigay ng daan sa mas malawak na paglalahad at buhay ng tao. A clearing of the mental tank is essential to satisfaction of well-being in life. According to Blake 1985, that from the mentalism, individual position are believed to provide the greatest interest, satisfaction, and dissatisfaction in life. Mentalism, people that spend the labors of consumer that lead to increase the pressure of tin. Pangalawa, ang pagkakaroon ng material na bagay ay mahalaga sa kasaysayan at kailangan sa buhay. Ayon kay Blank 1985, na para sa mentalismo na pag-aari ng individual ay pinaniniwalaang magbibigay ng pinakamalaking pinagmumulan ng kasaysayan at kawalang kailangan sa buhay. Ang mentalistismo, mga tao na ang pinakalawak na antas ng pagkonsumo ay humahantong sa mataas ng kasaysayang nakukuha. The third element of material self or materials involves the tertiary to judge others by the number and quality of position acquired. Ikatatlo, elemento ng material na sarili o ang mga materials ay nagsasagot ng tendensyang kahusgahan ang ibang ayon sa bilang at kalidad ng pag-aari na nakukuha.
Good day, ma'am. My name is Michelle Ibol. I am the fourth reporter. This is my topic, possessions and the economic self. William James, 1980, who laid the foundations for modern conceptions of self, held that a man's self is the sum total of all that can call his, not only his body and his physical powers, but his clothes and her house, his wife and children, and ancestors and friends. All these things give him the same emotions. If they wax and prosper, he falls triumphant. If they dwindle and die away, he falls cast down, not necessarily in the same degree for each things, but in much the same way for all. A key to understanding what possessions mean is recognizing that knowingly or unknowingly, intentionally or unintentionally, we regard our possessions as part of ourselves. So, maunay pamaagi sa pagsabot kung unsa nga possession ang iyang gimin, nga dili pa siya organized. Kuan ba siya, sabtunon ba siya or dili? Na ba siya intention or wala? Kay kita man God as a person, ni jud nato hunahunahon og kadaghan ug unsay bot jud pasabot. Regarding sa ato ang possessions as part of ourselves. Then according to Tuan, 1980, our guests, our fragile sense of self needs support. And this we get by having and possessing things because to a large degree, we are what we have and possess. The old premise that we regard our possessions as part of ourselves is not new. As I can say, according to Tuan, 1980, our gaze, our fragile sense and need siyag support. Then, ug tungod ani makakuha rata of having and possessing things become of large degree kung unsa nga naa nato and possess the old premise regarding our possessions kay party na dyan na siya sa ato ang kaugalingon. Thank you.
I am the last reporter, Maria Salomiwa Gagloria, and self-extension to position is defined as the contribution of position to identify. Sivada Swede, March 1994, P143. What is self-extension? When we say self-extension, it is an individual concept of his or her own self can extend outside in the body. How our position are extension of the self. The extended self-consent of self plus position are the and it is that part of self-identity which is defined by position, including gift, money, body, part, moment, and place. How do position contribute to our identities? One's identity is a function of doing, being, having. Position are important, but things are used to slow who you are and do demonstrate your ability to generate them. They represent the whole identity more than others. Secure or of identity. Russell G. Blank first linked self-extension with position in 1988, introducing the concept to consumer behavior. Blank as influence behavior surrounding position, such as buying, selling, caring for discarding. Royal G. Blank is first linked extension with position in 1988, and according to Russell Blank, that own position are major contribute to and reflection of our identities, and this research indicate that the relationship established by an achievement to an object by its owner is an important source of identity. And while self-extension to physical position has been previously studied, by self-extension to digital position has yet to be explored until recently. This means that extended self and digital world, or originally converted, the studied self is composed of a person's mind, body, and physical position, family, friends, and application groups. Siddiqui and Torley in 2006 studied the role of virtual position as representment for physical position, and found the same participant were hesitant to relinquish a physical position for a purely digital one. Those positions become their extents, seeing a cause for other to form perfection about the honors. They also serve the purpose of doing market for individual and collective money. According to Odom, Zimmerman, and Farley in 2011, teenager can come from achievement to the digital position, which has implication for human-computer interaction research. People have increasingly acquired virtual or digital position. We consider these things to include artifacts that are increasingly become immaterial. Example, book, photo, music, video, and other social networking profiles. Odom draw on achievement as it is defined by consumer behaviors who consider self-extension a necessary characteristic of achievement to position. An individual physical position both strong and weak achievement. Achievement seems to reflect both social structure and individual process within a culture. For example, certain mutual object may be ability identified as value position. And that's all. Thank you.